Can I beat 0% AI on a wet track with dry tyres? Well, today, it's time to find out. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are doing dry tyres on a wet track to see if we can beat 0% AI in that situation. I think we probably will, and there's some few rules and things to explain to this challenge. Rule number one, we're going to Zandvoort since it is the race that's going to be on this weekend, and we're driving as Kimi Antonelli as he's the championship leader. We are starting at the back of the grid and I'm not allowed to overtake anyone until I've put on the dry tyres. So we're going to have to stay behind everyone for the first lap, come in, get softs on and go out again. And hopefully the softs should last. So here we go then to 5 lights and a very soggy Zandvoort Grand Prix gets ourselves underway. They're not allowed to overtake anyone on this opening lap, although, oh my god, the AI already going quite slowly. Colapinto really checking up as they go in towards turn number 1. And we are doing 50 miles an hour. Now that is slow, even slower. It's nearly 40. It's tiptoeing through here now. Now, if this was normal, I would probably be around the top 10 already if I was actually trying to overtake them, but of course that is not the case. It's a 25% race, so we'll have 17 laps to catch back up. I think they're going to be doing a one stop with these inters going all the way, going the whole race distance, and hopefully the softs last. And here we are then, end of lap number 1, coming into the pit lane for our soft compound tyre. In we go, very slow pit lane in Zandvoort as well, it's quite long too, but as we go onto the soft tyre then, I thought there was a mistake on the front right. It's now time to see if we can catch up, and someone has already retired from this race. I think Franco Colapinto's either had a spin or he is out, and he is out, he's pulling off already, and that's one place already. Well, it must be said I've kind of forgotten about this impact. The virtual safety car has been deployed for the broken down Colapinto, and also Mark's just going to be shouting at me that we're on the wrong tyre for, I sense, a lot of the race. I mean, he's already asking to change strategy already. But as we roll on through, virtual safety car, we're going to have to keep rolling through this, and then as soon as it goes green, we'll see what the grip's actually like. It's actually not that bad turning wise, it's alright. Traction is a bit slidey, but that's alright. Here we are then, we are underway then to start this race off properly then, and we have now, well, we've lost about half a lap, which could be quite crucial in the end, but we'll see as we now roll into the final sector, really get a good glance at what the grip is like, and it's slidey. It's safe to say it's slidey, and it's also very understeery, and Mark is still going to shout at me, and I reckon that is going to be quite a common theme in this. Here we go then, George Russell just did a 35.5 and we are only marginally slower, so that right now is not screaming great news. We need to try and find a bit of pace, find a few seconds. Now I did this in Australia and I was comfortably about 1.5 seconds a lap quicker than the AI, but obviously the Netherlands is a much different circuit to Australia, but we are gaining slowly, but this might not be as successful as I thought it was going to be. And this experiment is going completely wrong. Lance Stroll is retired, and that means another virtual safety car. But I guess now the question is, as we are doing pretty much the identical base of the leaders, if I was to start near the front, could I then win the race? That's the question. So I think I'm going to restart, and we're going to try this again. Here we are then, back of the grid again, and I've changed a few things. This time I'm allowing myself to overtake the AI on lap number 1. I've also changed a few other things as well. I've turned safety cars, red flags and all those kind of things off, as I've got that horribly wrong on the first bit of turn number 1. They're going on the grass, but as we sail around the outside of nearly all of the grid, we find ourselves in P number 9, now P number 8 already. Oh my god, they go so slowly, don't they? And now we're going to sneak up the inside of Alex Albon, and that's another place. Maybe we can get Hamilton on the exit. Of course we can get Hamilton on the exit, and we move ourselves up into P number 6. 0% AI. They really are extremely slow now as we ride on through here. Carlos Sainz is lifting as we come on through now. We're going to go around the outside of Charles Leclerc, and we're nearly at the front of the grid, and that will then allow us to pull away. We've got George Russell, our teammate, up next as we shoot for the inside, and through we go and get Lando Norris into the next braking zone as well, or maybe get both of them into the braking zone, and we lead the race. So as we come out of the pit lane then, we are just about going to end up last as we come out literally right behind Valtteri Bottas. And away we go then. This is where our race properly begins, and we're basically at the same point, although already on the curb, on the grass. That's not good. We need a very clean run here. No mistakes to try and get through here. Here we are then on the exit, maybe into this corner that leads onto the bank and we can get Valtteri Bottas, but no, we're too far away. Maybe into towards turn number 1. If we can get a good run through here, get a good exit, squeeze the throttle a little bit, or we can get him on the banking here as we go around the outside of Valtteri Bottas. And that is place number 1 made up then as we drive down towards turn number 1. I fancy a dive bomb on Lance Stroll. Through we go at the inside. Already 2 places made. Let's see Sergio Perez. Can we make a move on him at some point, maybe into the turn 3 banking? Let's have a look on the brakes. Through we go, roll the car through, just kind of use the speed, and maybe with a cutback we can try and get him, but no, we're not quite close enough. Oh, around the outside of here, maybe no, not quite close enough, but maybe if we get a good enough exit, we can have a little look into here. No, we're just going to have to stick right behind him, but now we pull out, and now we move ourselves up into P19. Obviously, with 0% AI, the AI also wants us aggressive, which means we can kind of bully them out the way, which helps us move up the grid. Next up, we've got Franco Colapinto. We've got the 2 Alpines actually up next, and the big problem is the AI are still quite good on traction when I'm on the wrong tyre. So as you can see, they just kind of pull away. We need fast flowing corners to keep ourselves close and be able to make moves, which obviously at Zandvoort they don't really have that many. But again, such a good run through the banking yet again, and let's see then, can we make a move from Franco Colapinto down towards turn 1? He's going to defend, we're going to go for the outside, we're going to go on the brakes, and we're going to find ourselves up into P18 now. Let's see, what can we do about Gasly? He will be the next on the list if we just have better traction. I mean, this would be easy, but I suppose that's the difficulty of the challenge. Here we are then as we go into lap number 6, overtaking Lindblad for P number 14. Still not set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, losing a few tenths a lap to the leaders, but we are making good progress nonetheless. However, I don't think this is going to be enough to win the race. Now, when I did this test in Australia, I rather naively assumed it would be the same across all tracks. Now, this clearly isn't the case, as here in Netherlands, it's really not going well. So we'll see how far we can climb, but I don't think we can beat them on a 0% AI. We just aren't fast enough. We don't have enough traction to be able to do so.
Okay, track conditions aren't improving. It's your choice as to whether you want to fit full wets next time you come in.
Jesus Christ, Mark. Mark's talking about full wets. That is ridiculous, man. I know we're maybe on the dry tyres on a moderately damp track, but wet? Absolutely no way, Mark. Come on, let's be serious. As we close in on Hulkenberg, we'll see. I mean, I think we'll be lucky to get top 5, to be honest. We're just so slow out of that banking. That's where we lose a lot of time. We lose about a second there, and that costs us all the way up here. Basically, where anything below 3rd, if you have to go out of a corner in 3rd gear, it becomes very difficult, and it makes it very hard. I mean, just look at how much time we're losing to Hajar here as we come out of turn number 3. 6 tenths, I think that's, to be fair, it's probably one of our best runs we've had through there so far. A green sector, we are still not setting purple pace either, so we're losing time to the 2 McLarens out in front, and we really do need to get a move on if we want to try and beat them. But here comes a move on Isaac Hajar down the inside. This gets us to 9th place from Ocon, and then there's quite a big gap. I think, to be fair, a top 5 I'll be very happy with. It's certainly a challenge. And we have a yellow flag for something behind. I think someone is retiring, or there's been a spin. I think there's been a spin. I think one of the Alpines might be involved at the back there, and that's causing all kinds of carnage. But unlike in the last race, there won't be any safety cars or anything like that to bail them out. It will, or bail me out, should I say, actually. It will. They'll just have to get on with it. Speaking of getting on with it, we're making a move here on Bortoletto, sliding through the banking and moving ourselves up into P number 12 with Liam Lawson and the top 10 Beckwing here then. And Mark's trying to get me to go onto the softs, the hard, sorry. Mark, come on, man. you're making even more stupid decisions than I am. Here we are then, Liam Lawson. Can we maybe try and make a move? We're getting faster all the time here, but it's definitely not going to be enough to try and challenge the front runners, I wouldn't think. But down the inside of Liam Lawson, maybe we can bully him out of the way a little bit with the traction. Obviously, we're so bad through here. You can see Ocon as he sprints up the road into the top 10 then. Ocon next up the road. Now with a 5-second gap to Max Verstappen as we go purple then, fastest lap of the race. Let's see how quickly we're going to be able to catch up on him. There's only 8 laps left in this race. Definitely not enough time to catch the leaders, but the top 5 definitely on. I think that's probably going to be all we're able to do. Here we go then, we've taken nearly 4 seconds out of Max Verstappen on this lap, a 31.5 as we go over the line. You know what? I fancy our chances. Maybe we can get the win in the end. We'll see. We'll have to be very quick when it comes to disposing of these guys. But as they've gone over the road, there is a dry line forming and it's playing into our hands here. We have a lot more grip, a lot more traction. And here we are on the inside of Max Verstappen and we move ourselves up into P number 8. Alex Albon up next. We're still losing time here, but still, honestly, I think we might be able to win this one. Another purple first sector as well, and Alex Albon right in front of us. Let's see, can we maybe make a dive on him somewhere in the middle sector? We've got to be careful we don't get too carried away with the throttle and get too overconfident with the grip we've got available as we roll on through now. He's actually checking us up a little bit, going very slowly through here. Let's see then, dive on the inside, a dive on the inside. Oh, I've broken quite deep there, but still, as we pull on through, we find ourselves in P number 7. Hamilton and Sainz up next, and then there's an almighty gap to the 4 in front. Tell you what, on the racing line it's starting to feel dry now, or at least drier, so there's definitely a lot more time to push as we go around the outside of Lewis Hamilton into turn number 1 with our fastest lap to boot as well. Let's see if we can cut on the inside of Sainz. No, we can't. We'll have to wait until the banking, I think, to try and make that move. 6 seconds to Charles Leclerc and Russell, who are together, and then after that it's the 2 McLarens, so we'll see whether we can catch them in the end. Or Russell's actually 8 tenths. He's kind of separated himself from Charles Leclerc now. Here we are then, within touching distance of Charles Leclerc, within sending distance of Charles Leclerc. You know what saved us and saved this challenge? The fact that the track is dried out. It has saved us massively. 5 seconds to Norris, and Piastri is only about a second in front of him, so 6 seconds to the lead of the race. There's not many laps to go, but I think it's more than enough time for me to make these moves. And Charles Leclerc actually getting quite close there. If it wasn't for Zero AI, he would have been sending that on me. Here we are then, as we go on to lap 15 towards turn number 1. We've got George Russell in our sights. When is he going to brake? He's going to brake quite early, and we are going to launch it up the inside. Through we go then as we move ourselves onto the podium positions. 4 seconds to Oscar Piastri for the lead of this race. I mean, it's been the amount of progress we've made in like the last 5 laps really is astonishing. We've probably made about 7 seconds on the leaders, about 5 probably when we're in clean air as well. Clean air seems to be king when doing this challenge as we roll on through now. 4.5 seconds to gain in 3 laps, easy peasy. Here we are then, lap 16, and we have caught up to there. We're making a move on Lando Norris here, down the inside, through we go, up into P number 2, and there is just 1 car to go, and we're going to do it with 2 laps spare as well, and more than enough time to have a cheeky tea break while you're at it. And here we go then, up to Oscar Piastri as we go down the thing. We've got to be careful, Lando Norris. Quite a poor exit from ourselves there, but he doesn't challenge. As we come on through then, it's probably going to be overtaken on the banking, but he is right here, and that is it then. That would be the challenge complete as we roll up to the final few corners with 2 whole laps to spare. We're going to be able to do this challenge. We failed it the first time, but second time of asking, we're going to be able to make it work as we go to the inside. As we come up to the line onto lap 17, we are the new race leader, and we are going to win the race now from here, and that is challenge complete.
Nice.
Here we are then, as we go around the banking for one final time. It's a 5-point lead in the end. We have a 5-point lead, a 5-second lead we have. Also, look at the tyre wear. The tyre wear has lasted the normal amount of what it would do if you did a normal 9-lap stint, I guess, on the softs here as well. So because we were driving so slowly, they were able to last the entire race distance. And there we go then, we won in the end. We were quite close to lapping some people as well, like the back markers. Ollie Behrman had a 10-second time penalty for some reason, but Sergio Perez 1 minute 9 seconds behind me, so he was only about 25 seconds away from being lapped. But in the end, we win by 6 seconds. After starting from the back, then going to the softs and still being at the back, we were able to drive through with 0% AI. So there you go then, the answer is yes. We can indeed beat 0% AI with dry tyres on a wet track. And with that, I will leave you. I thank you all for watching, and until next time, goodbye.